Camper duty here. I just took a big breath. This is just a 10-minute video of me telling you how to utilize your run game online or a franchise. I'm in practice mode. I'm using the Bills playbook against Packers defense. It's a tough matchup to me to show you effective runs, but I can show you how to match up people like you should if you want to utilize a run game and become a step better in playing Madden 12 online. So I'm just running two-man under and run game. I'll show, like right here, I'm showing motions. Here is, I think, a draw play, and what you want to do for the single back, I'm going to go formation by formation, and you can just watch. Single back, you want to look at dives, draws, anything that goes at the middle, maybe outside. And I'm going to Fred Jackson to a strength, but doesn't have the speed, so it might be different for you. So you want to run more through the middle, maybe change your offensive line formation to pinch or aggressive, not left to right, because you will get stopped, as you see right there. So, but for single back, I would stay away from off tackles and power O's unless you have good tackles and linemen that can hold, as the Bills only have the Beecher right now, and you'll see him make some plays. And also, one thing that you should really live on is matching up the right people. The one person you have to worry about with the Packers defense, the front seven, is Clay Matthews. You might say Raji's there, but I'm saying Clay Matthews because he makes a bigger impact if you get past Raji, which I did a lot for some reason. If it's a man-to-man and you can get Clay Matthews out of your way when you run it, because Clay Matthews got a really nice burst on him, you want to match that up. You want that matchup for man-to-man. Zone, he'll push back, then he'll jump forward. You can't really stop that. For the I form, you want to use your fullback. Any fullback in this game is good. Corey McIntyre can block Clay Matthews long enough. So you want to run outside and maybe move into the inside, maybe between the center and the guard, not go all the way to the right tackle and end up behind the left guard. It just makes perfect sense. And if you want to utilize a great run game, you don't want to go for the big rushes all the time. You want to go for 3 to 4 or 5 yard gains to set your passing game up so you can do short passes, and it makes it more efficient for your team to get down the field. So as you see here, I'm motioning, just showing you every player motioned. I'm trying to get Clay. My main objective here is to get Clay Matthews out of the way and just try to get that yardage, because Clay Matthews can just run a gap and stop you. So, and also when you motion receivers like I just did with Stevie Johnson, you can hut the ball, whatever, and make them run up the middle. You sometimes want to do that on power O's because you sometimes will see left ends or linebackers jump and go into that gap and stop you. So far, see, I moved McIntyre from the I form, and he gets a nice block on Clay Matthews, and I figured you probably want to use that more. Usually your opponent, if they're a decent Madden player, be like always going to run the ball. You motion McIntyre out, they might think you're running outside or even running in. You kind of want to just play with them to the point where you motion one person, be like, oh, is that a pass or a run? And then you give them an idea, and then they fall for it. So here I'm going to run the strong formation, fullback in to the right. And so for these ones, if your fullback's halfway decent, you run to the tackles, not inside. If you want to run inside, you're probably going to need some decent guards and a decent fullback. So you pretty much, only time you want to motion someone is probably Chandler or your tight end. Get Clay Matthews outside. Chandler will get a nice block on him sometimes. And Levicha just made a nice block because he jumped over and got him. So that was a nice 15-yard gain. But like I've been saying, is you want to look for that one player on that defense that can just change your game. Clay Matthews can do that, and I tried motioning to the point where Clay Matthews was not a factor in the play until later in it. So you really just want to get Clay Matthews out of the picture for most of your under center plays. Usually when later on you'll see me run shotgun plays. They don't get that much yardage, but because I am playing computer and they're actually running man, and I'll go into it when you see it. But now I'm just running play after play, play after play. So just for you to utilize your running game, you pretty much you want to utilize your fullback a lot if you're running runs under the center. So here we're on the week. Outside again, just depends on what who your tackles are. If you have a tackle like a Joe Thomas who doesn't really have a left guard next to him, you probably want to run to the tackle. If you have like a guard like Steve Hutchinson, you want to run to the guard. So HB dives, draws. And the Bills have Andy Levitra, who is a monster when it comes. He's inconsistent, but a monster. And so you just usually when you're running weak or strong, you probably want to run to the outside, maybe curve it into the middle, like I just did there. It just depends on what type of player you're playing. If he's running zone, blitzing. So you definitely want to stir him off track. That's how you can get the play action in, which you might see in a later video. So you basically my objective for the run game. I run more than I pass. Is to set the opponent, whoever your opponent is, computer, online, set your opponent off guard. And so first quarter, I'll run the ball the whole time. Second quarter, I'll start throwing passes. Then I'll go back to run in the third and fourth, depending if I have the lead or not. So the run game is is basically my savior. Because if the run game fails, I'm forced to pass it, and I'm a horrible passer at Madden. So, now that shotgun runs are here, I'm going to tell you why shotgun runs are very helpful. They don't look helpful in this practice because I am playing a man zone. Not man zone, 2-man under, and actually has the linebacker in a fallback zone. So, the linebacker will jump it, and so you won't really see me get the good rushes on shotgun, but shotgun runs will save you in the long run. Third and twos, 2 and 2s, run. The short yardage, going to shotgun formation. I can tell you for a fact that 75% of the Madden players online, they see shotgun, they think pass. You barely see people utilize the run game, the shotgun, which is very deadly if they. I squeaked, but if it's very deadly if they're playing pass. And so if you're a novice Madden player, you're new to it, shotgun runs is your first step to maybe outplaying your opponent. And so you definitely want to run draw plays, off tackles, and you don't want to do them in the spread. Sometimes you do, but in the bunch formation it's the best because you'll get more blocking on the sides that you need it to be. So I recommend doing I don't recommend doing shotgun runs on 1st and 10 unless you really want to get them off guard. So you want to use shotgun runs on short downs, 3rd and 2, 2nd and 2, maybe in 4th and 1. You kind of just want to set it's to set your opponent to the point where he's gonna pass it definitely, but you run it and when you go online and test this, you'll definitely know why shotgun runs I feel like are very deadly, because I've gotten touchdowns off them with the slowest running backs in the game, and I think it's a really nice addition to your pass game. Now, you might not want to do the single back runs or anything, but shotgun runs will set up your pass more than probably single back runs, under the center runs. So shotgun runs have more of an effect on the long term of a game, because if he sees you running right a lot with the shotgun, then it'd be like, oh, he's going to keep running, so they'll use the blitz. It's just a domino effect. You're going to see a lot playing players that don't really play the draw play in the shotgun. And you just got to hope to get good blocking on them, too, because sometimes you pick the people that play the Patriots. But that is all. I hope this kind of helped you utilize the run game. I didn't go into very much, but I hope this kind of helped. I'm going to do more Madden videos now because it seems like where I am my niches on YouTube. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe. You don't have to favorite or comment. That is all. I hope this helped you a little bit. If it doesn't, maybe tell me what I have to improve on, and maybe some ideas for what you need help with on Madden. I run the ball a lot, so that's what I decided to do. So thanks for watching.